What's something most people don't realize will kill you in seconds? Slipping in the shower. I slipped in the shower 2 years ago, hit the front and back of my head. I was lucky my husband was home and heard the banging. Woke up to him shaking me and on the phone with 911. Bad concussion, seriously the worst headache of my life. Lost 6 months of memory I never got back. Had mild aphasia and the shakes for a few weeks after, and a personality change. But I feel very lucky it wasn't worse. Carbon dioxide. People have died playing with dry ice. Decades ago, setting up for a party where the plan was to feature a punch bowl with dry ice fog. I went to an industrial dry ice plant nearby to buy a block of the stuff. Turned out they only sell in industrial quantities, but they said I could take as much as I wanted. So I filled my car hatchback with maybe 250 pounds of dry ice and drove off. Guy from the facility comes running after me screaming, "Open your window!" He may have saved my life. Inhaling too much helium. I worked at a party store and we had someone rent a helium tank. We rented them by the week, and then every week after there was a charge done to your card immediately. After 3 months, we got a call from the renter's daughter asking if we could please stop charging her father's card. He had used the helium tank to end his life the day he rented the tank, and we had charged him over $1,500 in the 3 months since. It became a huge thing where we had to actively tell people once you fill your lungs completely with helium, that the alveoli can no longer process oxygen correctly. So while it's all fun and games to have that squeaky voice, one super deep breath can end your life. Fat in the bloodstream, called a fat embolism, can happen after you break a large bone. In people with an isolated break of a long bone like the femur, fat embolisms happen in between 0.5% and 2% of all cases. When it involves multiple broken bones, especially fractures in your pelvis, this condition happens in between 5% and 10% of cases. Most of the time, the fat particles in your bloodstream can get stuck near the surface of your skin in smaller blood vessels, causing a rash and other mild symptoms. But fat emboli can also affect small vessels in critical areas like your heart, brain, eyes, or lungs, causing severe and/or life-threatening problems. Eating polar bear liver. You'll die of vitamin A poisoning. Vitamin A is not water-soluble, and eating too much can lead to painful symptoms and death. One polar bear liver has enough to kill over 50 adults.